Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Valve is selling refurbished Steam Decks themselves officially with warranty for up to $130 less. And what's interesting is that they say these refurbed units will match or exceed the performance expectations compared to new units. So that is kind of big, and we're going to cover it in this video. Anyways, guys, if you love handheld gaming and Blaze 2K, please click the subscribe, click the bell icon if you want more handheld gaming news on your homepage every single day. And remember, click that bell icon so you're notified, and come follow me on Twitter or X down below, link in the description. Anyways, let's get into it. Before we get into it though, please check out our Amazon list of favorite Steam Deck accessories. You'll find everything for your Steam Deck here: SSDs, micro SDs, battery packs, portable displays, cases, docks, portable keyboards, chargers, freaking clear back shell covers, AR glasses, screen protectors, cables, everything you would ever need. I'll put the link in the video description and top pinned comment of this video. So if you watched my videos yesterday, you'll have known that we reported that GameStop were going to be selling refurbished Steam Decks as of yesterday, which is kind of exciting, right? They're expanding the pool of retailers that they're going to be selling Steam Decks from. Kind of cool. We're going to get regular Joes coming in, buying the Steam Deck for their kids, hopefully. That's why we want Best Buy to sell them to, right? Because we want regular retail stores to stock the Steam Deck, and that means more regular people will buy it. People that have maybe not heard of the Steam Deck, because believe me, there are a lot of regular people out on the streets, kids, parents, that don't know the Steam Deck exists. Believe me. And it's kind of cool to see it in more retailers. But Valve themselves are now selling refurbished Steam Decks. And this article comes courtesy of Rs Technica. Valve starts selling refurbed Steam Decks for up to $130 less. The new models. Refurb units meet or exceed performance standards of new retail units. That's kind of big. So you might be getting a refurb unit and it might exceed the performance of a new unit. It might be better than a new unit. You never know. Now, if refurbs are anything to go by, at least from big companies like Apple refurbs, I've had experience with those. They are a lot cheaper than a brand new unit, and more often than not, the quality is almost as good, well, is as good as a brand new unit. They ship a refurbed Apple device, like a MacBook or whatever, to you, and it looks brand new, acts brand new. You would never know it wasn't. You would never know it was a refurb. Now, hopefully Valve, following Apple's footsteps here, because that'd be kind of cool. And they seem to be claiming that, so fingers crossed. So maybe if the Steam Deck wasn't in your budget, if $399 wasn't in your budget, if $649 for the 512 wasn't in your budget, and you've been on the fence for a while, thinking about, should I get one? Should I not get one? Should I buy a gaming laptop? Blah, 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 blah. This might be your chance to get in, okay? And these are refurbs, so they're going to make sure that these things work perfectly. So there are situations where some people get a brand new Steam Deck, and there are issues with it right out the gate. These ones have basically been quality checked twice now, so that's kind of cool. So you're going to be getting a good, working, perfect Steam Deck, if all goes well, right, with the refurbs. So, certified refurbished Steam Decks can save you a little money without sacrificing performance or warranty. So you will be getting a warranty with this. This is kind of cool. Valve Steam Deck hardware has been consistently available to buy for over a year now, but if the prices put you off, Valve has a new option for you. The company is now selling official, certified refurbished Steam Decks with the same 1-year warranty as new models at prices that are between $80 and $130 lower, depending on the configuration you want. A basic Steam Deck with 64 gig of eMMC storage costs $319 refurbished. That's pretty good compared to $399 now. And the 256 gig model runs at $419 refurbished compared to $529 new. That's $100 saving plus. And then 512 gigabyte runs at $519 compared to $649 brand new. So that's well over $100 saved. All have the same Zen 2 AMD CPU and an integrated Radeon GPU, the same 16 gigs of LPDDR5 RAM, a charger, and a carrying case. Oh, are you kidding me? It's got the same stuff as the regular brand new Steam Deck. There's me hoping they would maybe upgrade it to 32 gigs or the new AMD 7840U APU. I don't know why they said that. All have the same. Of course they have the same thing. It's a Steam Deck. And then buying refurbished hardware, although that'd be kind of cool if you bought a refurbished Steam Deck and it came with like the whole transparent JSOX clear shell on the front and the back, right? Like you'd be like, oh, that's kind of a bonus. But no. Yeah, so buying refurbished hardware directly from the manufacturer, from Apple's refurbished site and Dell outlet and other places, is usually a great way to get new hardware for less money without sacrificing software and warranty support, as you might if you bought from a third party. That's what we talked about at the start of the video. Apple has a great refurbished program. Not a lot of people know about it. So if you want to get a new MacBook, if you want to get a MacBook for school, or anything, or work, then check out the Apple Refurb site. There's a lot of great deals, and you'll be saving a ton of money compared to brand new, and you'll receive it like it's new. So, and you'll also get a warranty, so it's kind of cool. So the fact that they're backing these refurbs up with a warranty is a big deal, and I'd maybe be more tempted to buy it from Valve directly rather than GameStop, right? Because we don't know how they run their refurb program. We don't know if they're bringing in refurbs from Valve themselves or if they are refurbing. And now we know refurbishment doesn't always mean that it was broke before it got refurbished and that they had to fix it and then mark it as refurb. Basically, it could just be, GameStop specifically. It could be a unit that's been returned to GameStop, okay, or just been traded in at GameStop for credit towards something else, and there might be nothing wrong with it. It maybe just needed a little clean, a little touch up, and then they're going to sell it as a refurb, right? They didn't need to do much refurbishment to it. They just need to give it a little clean, make it look like brand new, and then bam, bam, sold, refurb. So it doesn't always necessarily mean that it was broken beforehand. So yeah, if you want to save even more money on the Steam Deck, consider that iFixit framework and growing number of SSD makers are also releasing physically smaller SSD models that users can buy to save some money in storage or upgrade beyond that 512 gigabyte maximum. And go check out my video where I talked about, or where I showed you me upgrading mine to a 3 terabyte Steam Deck. It was a fun video. That was a really good video. I enjoyed that, and I've got 2 terabytes and 3 terabytes now on my Steam Deck, which is freaking amazing. Valve says the hardware is guaranteed to work like new, though refurb units may have cosmetic defects that don't affect functionality. So you may expect a couple of scratches, a little hairline like marks, little scuffs or whatever, potentially if you buy a refurb. So they're not going to be replacing the shells. If they do have little marks here and there, then that's to be expected, right? Each certified refurbished Steam Deck has been thoroughly tested to the same high standards as a retail unit, says Valve. Each device goes through a complete factory reset, software update, and an extensive examination involving over 100 tests at one of Valve's facilities. Among the tests are all controller inputs, the audio system, the screen, and the internals. Battery health is also assessed to ensure proper functionality and longevity, and all refurbished units meet or exceed the performance standards of new retail units. Although they may have minor cosmetic blemishes, they provide a reliable, high-quality game experience at a lower cost. The Steam Deck's hardware has already been superseded by newer CPUs and GPUs like the Ryzen Z1 that we have in the ROG Ally, and obviously the 7840U, which is in stuff like the iNeo and the GPD Win, right? Or the GPD Win Max 2 and Win Mini 2 that's coming out, I believe. Yeah, ROG Ally, and Valve said there isn't in no rush to put out a major upgrade, preferring instead to stick to a more console-esque upgrade timeline that gives developers a slower but stable configuration to target. So that is, I was against this at first, but I might be for it now, because as you know, with games and development and stuff like that, developers do prefer a stable sort of console like timeline, where a console's going to be out for 6 years plus, and they know that, and they can develop for that, and they can optimize for that. They don't have to worry about updating their game in like 12 months, for new hardware constantly. So the benchmark has been set with the Steam Deck. They're going to develop for the Steam Deck, and I think this works in the favor of a lot of other companies like Asus and iNeo, etc., and GPD, because they can release more powerful handhelds. But we know newer games are going to have the Steam Deck in mind first and foremost, right? Since it's the most popular, most well-sold handheld gaming PC, they're going to be developing for the Steam Deck, and then obviously the benefits of that will trickle down to more powerful handhelds like the ROG Ally, iNeo, GPD, etc., because they're obviously more powerful than the Steam Deck. So games are going to be optimized for the Steam Deck, and they'll run even better on newer hardware like the ROG Ally. So that's kind of good. And like I said, it works in everyone's favor. And plus, not everyone wants to buy a new Steam Deck every year. So there we go. But as we discovered in our testing, Windows still isn't well suited for handheld PCs. I disagree with that. It's getting better for handheld PCs, especially with the Armoury Crate that Asus gives you, which is like an overlay on top of Windows. They've really did a good job with that, and they've improved it quite a lot since it came out. And third-party SteamOS distributions for handhelds like the Ally also aren't all there. For many players, day-to-day experience, it's still worth giving up some extra frames per second to get the niceties of an official first-party SteamOS support. It really is. You know, despite me loving my ROG Ally, despite me testing out this iNeo 2S, the Steam Deck is still my favorite because of the software, because of the console-esque experience, because of the constant updates, just the UI, how it looks, how it feels, how it runs, and even just how the console feels in my hands. It doesn't get hot at the back grips. It doesn't, you know, it's just so good. It might not be the prettiest console out there. Let's be honest, the Steam Deck isn't a pretty lady, but it's the most comfortable and the most beautiful software that I've used, essentially. It doesn't have the versatility of Windows, certainly, but it's really nice. So there we go, guys. Refurbished Steam Decks sold by Valve themselves, and we're going to take a look at that right now. Sorry, I rambled on for too long. Refurbished, certified refurbished here. Oh god, we're 10 minutes into the video. Certified refurbished. Boom. You can buy it for $319. It's out of stock. The 64 is out of stock, but you can buy a 256 and a 512 right now. Valve certified refurbished. There you go. Look at that. Very nice. So I'll put the link to this in the video description. Go check it out, and I'll see you in the next video on Blaze 2K. If you love handheld gaming, please click that subscribe button. Come join us every day at 1:30 p.m. on stream when I'm streaming games. And yeah, I may not be streaming today because I am busy with something else, but I will see you soon. And I'm Blaze 2K. Peace.